just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway here on EA Sports. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he won't quite make it to the 25. First play from scrimmage. Here's Murray. And caught right side, Green. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. Couple of Oklahoma teammates there. Murray to Brown for a Cardinal first. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He's got his man. That's Ertz downfield. A huge play there for Arizona. 57 yards. They'll run here with Conner. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Conner. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Zach Ertz from 6 yards away. And the Cardinals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the 2nd half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Herbert on 1st down now. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Throwing again on second down. Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. It'll be a gain of 5. And now third down and 6 to go. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Throwing on first down is Murray. Escaping the pressure right. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has zero answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
Now a second down and 6. Throwing now is Murray. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. The 40. 20. 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Murray trying again after the pick 6. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. A gritty play there, put his nose down and got his guys a first. Murray now. That pass complete to Moore. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Murray now on first down. And Anderson's got it. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Like 22 is coming, 22 is coming. Mike. Hey.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Let's go, get excited. Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Up the middle, Ingram. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I tell you, he brings the wood when he comes flying up in run support. He may be a safety, but he hits like a linebacker.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, they'll run with Ingram. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here's Murray. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Prater's kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Charger drive about to get going. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And the slot man goes in motion left. Here's Herbert. Throwing left side, it's complete. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Herbert just beat the play clock. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. From just shy of midfield, Herbert. Here's a diving catch right side. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. A fairly short kick from the 14. The Charger drive about to get going. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Finding space at the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Herbert. Flushed out right. He finds his target, Allen. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Herbert. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cards are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field. This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Found his target. It's Anderson. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Ingram again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Now Murray. He'll buy some time right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins, 34 yards. And the Cardinals have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Charger drive about to get going.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Herbert. Flush to his right. And Allen's got it. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On first down, it's Herbert. Looking left sideline, it's complete. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert.
Throwing the out route, and he's got Eckler.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Austin Eckler,
A 3-yard touchdown run.
and the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Under 10, 10.
To throw, it's Murray. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll begin on the ground with Clement. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On 2nd down, Clement. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now Murray. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
He's going to look deep end zone for Hopkins. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Herbert to throw. And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a 1st down.
And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
Now Herbert. He's got Eckler.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On second down, Eckler. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage. And time is going to expire in this football game.
So it's the Cardinals set to receive it. They'll look for a winning drive as we get this overtime period started. Pulls it in at the 13. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it.
Murray fighting, lost the football, and picked up by the Chargers. And he brings it back to the house. It's a touchdown, and in a crazy inning, a defensive score wins it.
And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
The trip home, so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full of confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long and sign off from the desert.
We are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Chargers. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Taken from about the 12. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Right to the air. Here's Murray.
The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. First down, Murray. That's complete once again to Hopkins.
And a tackle going to be made at the 38.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw is Murray. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
38-yard line, 2nd and 11.
Another try after the first down sack. Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Connor. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Murray. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Murray going to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights, and the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0.
That was a long, sustained opening drive, but in the end, only able to get 3, the field goal out of it.
And absolutely, you'll take the points and the early leads. You never get those back. But there will be a little bit of disappointment that they didn't punch it in for 6 after that kind of yardage and that kind of drive that they had.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. Going deep here for Allen. And some room to run now. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Rolling to his right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Murray now to throw. Rolling to his left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marquise Brown, 33 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Prater for the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Running on first down, Eckler. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
On third down, here's Eckler. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Remember, that was fourth and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and fourth and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's
nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Throwing on second and long. Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Here we go on fourth. Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
From the 22, Murray buying time to his left. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Out left to Anderson.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. Murray a give. This is Connor. On the move past the 40. Through the middle of the field.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Throwing on 2nd and 8, Murray. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
James Conner
from 13 yards out.
And the Cardinals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point good by Prater. And that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Taken from about the 12.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Herbert. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Yeah, quick throw here. That's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Again, Herbert. being chased out left. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And this is caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Chargers are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Pulls it in at the 13.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. It's Eckler again. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Eckler,
44 yards.
And the Chargers have got it back to within a score.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They've done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game.
He's got a man complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket.
He's got the connection to Moore.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like you did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 23. Give them 18 on the play.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now Murray again. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Here's Murray. And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack, taken down at the 2. They'll look to run with Conner. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Murray and company going for it on 4th. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Well, we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Because that play will stay in your mind, but somehow you have to compartmentalize. Put it aside, pick yourself up, and get moving in the right direction.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Right back to Conner here on 1st. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You talk about closing in a hurry as a safety and run support. Not only did he get a good run in, he gave him a pretty good pop, too, and finished off the play behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, Conner looking for space.
66 yards rushing for him now to this point.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Conner.
And this is going to be a Cardinals 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
I used to joke with my teammates who carried the ball a lot. When we got in these situations and they were carrying us home, I used to tell them, boy, you guys just look like Paul Bunyan, just growing stronger, bigger, tougher, and all night long he's carried this team.
He has indeed. Everything magnified right now, a huge third down conversion. A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Again, a run with Conner. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Conner up the middle. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
From the gun, again to Conner. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
They run behind center with Conner. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Now Murray's got to have this one. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Conner. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground, this time Clement. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Here's a handoff to Conner. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Murray sets to throw on fourth. Out to his left. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
Boy, backs up against the wall, Charles, and they come through with a phenomenal drive to take the lead in the final moments.
Championship effort right there. Marching almost the length of the field, coming through on their final opportunity to earn the win. I think they'll remember this one for a long time, and their fans will too.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Herbert going to throw. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down.
A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play.
Well, partner, I would say just avoid play action. But that's not just been the problem. This defense, they've been getting pressure on all types of pass plays and really piling up the sacks in this contest.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. One last throw here for Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Arizona Cardinals. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go on EA Sports.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. First play and a first pass for Murray.
That one complete to Anderson. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. From the 35 on second down, Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Conner. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
The key here, as it usually is, protection. Love the design of this one because they leaked the running back out and sent him down the field. But you've got to give a quarterback time to locate him. They did for a nice play.
Murray getting this complete to Conner. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. To throw again on second down. Murray. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. First and 10. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game. Like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray.
It completes it once more to Anderson.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. First carry for James Conner. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He'll try and run for it with Conner. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on first and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I go right at him with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on third.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Keontae Ingram
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Cardinals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Prater for the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. Well, that's certainly not the start that they envisioned, Charles. You give up the long touchdown drive, and there, an interception on their first play from scrimmage.
Brandon, I wonder if the mindset was simply, well, that was a long touchdown drive. Their defense might be a little relaxed and feel like, hey, we're in good shape now having 7 in hand. Maybe they just thought, let's take the shot at them right now. Instead, it went against them.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Second and 5 now. Murray throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hopkins. They'll run here with Conner. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cardinals have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now. I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. On first down, Rodgers.
Now swing pass for Dillon.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's second down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the 39, Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Cards are going to take possession of the football.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
After the turnover, here's Murray. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Conner. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. Murray now, 3rd and goal. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray taking it in from a yard out.
And the Cards take a 3-touchdown lead.
Prater for the extra point, and it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Taken from about the 12. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers.
Out route, he finds his man. It's Jones.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. From the 38, Rodgers.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And again, it's Rodgers. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. On play action, Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Robert Tonyan.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Packers get a bit closer.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
They'll roll him out. He rifles one that's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. The 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Pulls it in at the 13. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. From the 44, Murray dancing to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Murray now on first down. He'll buy some time right. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Cardinals would extend their lead here just before halftime. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter.
Pulls it in at the 13.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers.
Got his man. It's Bo Melton.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Packers.
Bo Melton.
83 yards.
And the Packers are back within a score.
Crosby with the extra point, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Fields this way up at the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here. Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both, because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Packers are going to have it here just past the 25.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 26.
He'll begin the drive with a give to Jones.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. On play action, it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. That's complete to Cobb. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. He's able to find Melton. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. 6 yards left on 2nd down. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. One side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon, as he ran off the field up.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. On the move to his left. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. We'll need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard stripe. They're going for it. It's Murray. Incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Right side to Watson. Rodgers finding Watson for the Packer first.
On play action. Now Rodgers. Now the ball comes loose. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they have possession. And they have it at the 38-yard line.
These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. He's going deep for Brown. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's got a man. Complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Second and 5. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Jones. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Jones will score. Touchdown, Packers. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Taking it about the 1. Oh, and then this is going to wind up a safety. Well, I don't know if careless is the right word there, but bottom line, here in the fourth quarter, tie game, you can't do that.
You sure can, Brandon, and not only do you give up the lead, now you've got to turn around, punt it away from your own 20 as well. So it's really a double whammy with time starting to become a factor.
So free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. This is taken at the 15. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Push him back.
To throw is Rodgers. Got a man, it's Tunyon. 20! And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Up the middle, Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll go again to Jones. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Here's a give to Jones running left. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City.
Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a decent return out to the... ...27-yard line. Right to the air. Here's Murray. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. They fake the handoff, now Murray. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So 2 incompletions have led them to an early 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Connor. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. They do go for it. It's Murray. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now Murray off play action. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Connor. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Play fake. Murray. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. Taking it right down Broadway. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So just a tremendous play there defensively on this opening drive. Not just to make the interception, but to take it all the way home.
And it felt like this was a defense that was on its heels a bit to start this thing off.
Yeah, they pretty much let the other guys march right down the field until that moment.
Yeah, key play there, turned it all around. Big moment.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Murray trying again after the pick six. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man, complete.
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Steps away to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Murray's throw is caught here by Anderson. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. To throw is Murray. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
2 yards, good enough for a first. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Myjai Sanders able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Now here's Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It's caught at the 10.
And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line.
4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, a 10-yard touchdown run.
And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. That's going to be caught downfield by Anderson. Touchdown, Cardinals. Robbie Anderson, 43 yards. And the Cardinals have cut it back within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Mahomes. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, 45 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is up to 15 now. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
From the 13 now. They work on 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Mike, check, 59. You ain't getting yellow.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen. And McKinnon is in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Chiefs are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Butker is on target,
and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
Taken from about the 12. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half.
This is caught inside the 15. A big play there just before halftime. 51 yards. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Throwing again, Murray. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
They start with a give to Connor. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage. Great beginning there under the bright lights of prime time.
Yeah, it takes you back to high school football on a Friday night, doesn't it? When you feel like every eye in the county is on you. In this case, every eye in prime time is on you.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Moore, the man in motion. 1st down, Murray.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
They find some open field here. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing after the interception, Murray.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Forced out to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And Charles, it's now a 2-touchdown lead in the opening quarter. Following that pick six, they are off to a fast start in this one.
and absolutely ecstatic on the sideline after that play, aren't they? Not just because they've got the lead, but how about seeing one of their guys get a chance to take it in for 6? Already up a pair of touchdowns. They've got everything going their way early on.
Extra point by Butker is on target,
and it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
Throwing now is Murray.
The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Out of the gun, here's Murray.
He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray escaping the pressure right. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Well, partners, the first quarter too early to start talking about needing a comeback. They're down 2 touchdowns already, and that sack, that disrupts this drive. They need something to go right on offense, and they need it to happen soon.
On 3rd down, it's Connor. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Steps away. And this one is incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. He'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he's got some space here.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Up the middle, Ingram. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
2nd and 2, first down marker at the 8.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They'll run here with Ingram. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the KC crowd can make it very tough.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Cardinals have got it back to within a score.
Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Taken from about the 12. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D. Hey, 25 to Mike. We'll go 25.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. On play action, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They go play action. Now Mahomes.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 37.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. That's going to be caught. It's a gain of 34.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
They'll try and run with McKinnon. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is up to 15 now. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
Fields this way up at the 17. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. They'll run again with Clement. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Murray now to throw. Caught left side, Hopkins.
And he's going to have a first down here as they're also into field goal range at the 28.
Murray now on first down. Rolling to his left. Going for it all. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 28 yards.
And the Cardinals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point good by Prater. And that'll cut the lead to 21-17. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
From the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here.
They go play fake. Mahomes.
That'll be caught. It's Tony.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
There's nothing but pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And the lead now 11, 24-13. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch,
being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up two.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
Mahomes will try again on second down. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Gonna need better protection here. Third and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. They'll drop to throw.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
And so much of football is about mismatches, and here they're going to line their running back out wide to the right, and I think defensively there was a little indecision. They weren't quite sure how they wanted to defend that, and they weren't able to until he was way downfield.
Mahomes now on first down, rolling to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Throwing on second and long. Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time.
Picked off by Justin Reed.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 33. I guess we're at the point of the game where they do need to open up the playbook a little bit, start to take some chances down the field, but that one did not go as planned.
Yeah, these guys need something good to go their way, and they took an opportunity to take that shot there, but obviously that's not going to help. A tough play for them as they're trying to make their way back.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Got an open man. It's Valdes-Scantling.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes. A pass complete downfield. It's Valdez-Scantling. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 1st down, Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Marquez Valdez-Scantling bringing in that one from Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, tried to help him shake it off, because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back from both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
They'll try and run here with Clement. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Trying to pick it up with Clement. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And now just 3 seconds before the 2-minute warning, they're going to call a timeout here defensively. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, it's Clement. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll stay on the ground with Clement. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 57 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Clement between the tackles. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, Clement. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, here comes Clement. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Probably wishing that they could have had a few runs like that earlier in the game, now facing this deficit in the fourth.
Hard to criticize a run of that magnitude, but they really need those types of runs to go the distance and need bigger plays to try and get back into this one.
Up the middle they go with Clement. Chris Jones on the stop.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Clement. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Fourth down, Murray off, and the Cards field goal unit and Matt Prater out there now. This from 36 yards out. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. What a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid today.
Yeah, it was a complete effort to secure the win, and both sides of the ball made big plays. But how demoralizing is it when the opposing defense can take one all the way back against you? And that was the case here. That really sparked them to victory.